My name is Albert Mucunguzi. I'm the founder and editor of PC Tech magazine. That's the leading technology magazine in Uganda.
And we're here today to talk about the startup scene in Uganda. How big is it?
It's not yet that big, but it's growing very fast because a few years ago we had just a few individuals trying to create challenges or competitions for people to innovate and to come up with startups. But over the last 2 years, we've seen incubators coming on board and setting up in Uganda. Now we have close to 20 incubators.
20?
Yes.
What are the big ones? What are the ones that are coming?
The big ones are Hive Collab, of course. Then there's Outbox Hub. And ICT Association is working with government to set up a national incubation center, national incubation hub, which should be operational in the next couple of months. And even MTN is launching another incubation hub in August.
And so what are the barriers to startups in Uganda? What are the things that hold them back?
The biggest barrier is from the technical, the skills that the developers themselves have to be able to take their innovative initiatives out in the market. So they have the technical skills to develop and to code nice apps, but they cannot transform the technical skills into business skills that are able to make them profitable and sustain them in the long term. So you see the trend that is coming up is you have these initiatives coming up. Someone comes up with a really cool idea and they make a prototype and they make an app and then it dies.
Yes.
And that's the trend that is happening.
Okay. And give me a couple of examples of interesting startups that you've looked at.
Just last week, one startup which really caught my eyes, one called My Accounts. My Accounts is a business records management solution. I actually used it about 2 years ago when they were at the Orange Expo. Orange is a telecom company. They were at the Orange Expo and they showed me what they had done. And it was something which could very easily compete with QuickBooks. And it was web-based, and I actually used it for my business for a couple of months until the server went down. I don't know why it went down, but when it did go down, I lost confidence and stopped using it and kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
And they weren't in the news until recently, this month, when Microsoft announced that they had given them a grant of $100,000, which I believe is now going to solve the problem that they had the time I moved away. And I expect that to really make it big time on the big sea, on the
so give
big
me another
stage.
example.
Another example that's come up is there's a local game called Matatu. Matatu is a cards game that is now it's the most popular game in Uganda right now. When you talk about successful startups, those guys have made
and when
it.
you say most popular, how many people are using it approximately?
They say they have about 3,000 users per day.
Yeah.
That's what they say. I don't know.
And that is on what, an Android phone? Or
it is on Android, it is on iPad, it is on iOS. It's all over the place. I think they even have a Facebook app for the game.
Okay. And if we were to look forward 5-10 years, what do you think will have come out of all of these startups that are coming at the moment?
One, we expect solutions which really solve problems, especially in the business, in the industry. So we expect, for example, people to create solutions which plug into holes which are left, for example, in the telecom sector. We expect solutions which play with how people do shopping online right now. We expect people to start. We expect a lot of local solutions to have come up in the next couple of years, and people will be using them, really frequently.
And they will be a daily sort of part of life.
Yes, it will be a daily part of life.